Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we are continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore series of our Rogue Syken Heights. It is time to do some Duskwood. I already played a little bit in advance, so a couple of updates of what has happened. Number one, I did our poison quests, the class quest, which isn't that easy on Alliance. It can be actually quite dangerous, so I'm lucky that that is over. We needed to infiltrate the tower down here, and there are a couple of really hard-hitting enemies, so you gotta be very careful and use stealth. A lot of stealth in order to overcome that challenge. We then proceeded to really move from A to B and A to B, so it was a long journey of just really moving from A to B, and I didn't feel that that made for fantastic content. A lot of it was just here in Duskwood. That in itself was good content, but there were also other parts where we were basically moving back to Redridge. So I did a bit of Redridge, also ran coincidentally into a group that wanted to do the Redridge Elite quests. At that point I was already convincing myself that we don't even need to start recording, so that was a bit off screen and ended up in missing that piece out. But as you can see, we haven't missed that much. So we're kind of coming back at level 28 with a new weapon, mind you. Plundered the auction house for a very slow hammer, which for now is good. We want to get swords going sooner than later, but for the time being, the hammer is good. And you can see we also got cheap shot, which finally allows us to get a lot of damage out before the enemy can even react. So enemies are typically at 50%, and we do have slice and dice up, so that's not too bad. Of course, when we do have a dot on us, it doesn't work as well. Let's talk about poisons, shall we? So we got a few of them actually. We are starting, as every rogue, with instant poison and with movement reducing, so crippling poison. And whilst most people would just go double instant poison, the extra damage is really not that significant that you would forego the utility of slowing enemies. Too often an enemy was running away, or we needed to kite it out just a little bit, and that's really what the crippling poison is for. Big fan of it. Generally big fan of utility poisons over damage poisons. So the new gameplay is try to stun the enemy as much as you can and then wiggle it down. And since we're at the forced spawn location, this is perfect. So we're currently collecting rot blossoms. I've as always went a little bit astray from our guide. Guide wanted us to wait. I didn't feel like it, so did another quest. The guide now suggests to do 3 quests at once, which we all have already done. But we're still having a very nice tempo, and I think overall most of the executive decisions with regards to overwriting the guide are overarchingly positive. Guide still has the problem that it moves you around quite a lot instead of actually doing quests. So what do we have? We have Rod Blossom, the Rod Blossom quest, which we're doing here. That is a quickie. Then afterwards we want to go and get Dark Knight Runners. That's part of the Worgen quests, 29. Potentially something that the guide doesn't even want us to do at this point, but I feel comfortable with equal level quests. The guide does not, but I don't want to come back and do like 100 quests here. I'd rather stay in an area and do a couple more high level quests and then travel less. I think overall that's still more efficient than always postponing that. So we're going to do Dark Runners next. And then we do have a couple of cemetery quests. In particular, the main quest line here of a guy called Sven. So we did a little bit of that already, and are continuing to do that. Come on, give me that last drop. Yeah, Duskwood itself, good leveling area. I like it. High density of mobs, so that is fantastic. And just overall pretty good. I will say that we've also collected quite a bit of Stockades quests, so let's see. Maybe we can find... If there is interest in a Stockades run, maybe we can do a quick switcheroo and do Stockades. That would actually be very, very nice. I think we do have 5 quests at this point, because we did all of the prep quests. Good. Let's move to the Worgen whilst we're looking for a few more. Just wanted to showcase the menace, the enemy itself, Stitches, which is a bit of a challenge. This guy, gotta be very careful not to run into him, but it never happened. If you're paying close attention, things are actually not too bad. Stitches can still kill us. We're only around level 28, so he would hit very hard. So we're not going to even test that. Instead, we're running and hiding like a true rogue. Good. Worgens. The Worgens are an interesting set of enemies as well. Huge aggro radius, and thanks to the stupid leaves in the way, almost impossible to get here. Good. We're going to go for these Dark Runners. And you can see if we're not starting in stealth, we're taking way more damage. So one of the things I want to do is to make sure that that isn't happening. Alright, so we soloed all of the Worgen, and in the meantime I took it upon me to get a group together for the Stockades. Easy peasy. Let's just double check that I haven't forgotten any of the elite quests. The answer is no. Let's straight into Worgen quests. We're ignoring the guide for now and are going straight to the Stockades. Got a decent group together, and we're doing a mini dungeon, so that's going to be fun. Let's fast forward. Alright, Tank just found out that he was locked, so he just can't come. Which is surprising. You would guess that you would remember what instances you have done. But okay, it is what it is. Sometimes people just don't remember. We don't want to fight Stenven here, we just want to go to the fields and get one item. It's a couple of flowers. All right, back to the drawing board. We're searching another tank. Good, we need to get onto this field. Level 30 enemies, a little bit higher. And I think we're just going to double paladin this. We're just going to double paladin this. Okay. Well, I mean, it's the stockades, right, guys? So, what can possibly go wrong? Staying away from that house. If I recall correctly, it's what I'm looking for is on the field. Good. One more kill. And then we can give it a go. Good. If I recall correctly, there were a couple of bushes, really innocent looking, down here somewhere. Am I tripping?
It's too far away.
It was not inside, that much I know, because I killed the guy oftentimes. He's actually quite hard hitting for his level. And then I was disappointed, realizing that I wouldn't even need to do that. Am I tripping here? Pretty sure it was right here. Oh yeah, okay, well, yeah, I was tripping. There we go. Okay, cool. We're going back, we're flying, and we're ready for a group. We got everything. So fast forward to the stockades. All right. So, time to dive into the stockades. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to finish the color of blood, but we can finish the rest. Alright guys, we got double mage, paladin, paladin, and ourselves. So if there would be any loot, it would be a loot fiesta for a rogue, because we have almost no contested loot whatsoever. But since there is no loot, the stockades are simply kind of an area where you're doing elite quests, and that's about it. I can already see how double mage is going. This will be an absolute AoE fiesta. Drink, massive pull, drink, massive pull, drink. We need to be quick on the bandana loot, but since we don't need to drink or prep, we should be fine. Maybe, just maybe, we can get 10 bandanas going. Got a very ambitious paladin. And you know what? Might as well use a copper bomb, because why not? Good. 2 bandanas in 2 rooms. That's not a bad start. Not bad at all. And we got our first high profile target done. It looks easy to do those quests, like the whole head of yada 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 yada. The problem is mainly the pre-quests. Luckily for us, I finished all of the pre-quests, so that was Gucci. A little bit slow on the loot there. Still only 2 bandanas. It's going to be the most contested currency of all. Just getting all of the bandanas going. There's one of the very few patrols, which I'm sure we're going to ass pull. Yep. Ass pulled like a true champ. I like Rogue in a sense that we are not dependent on mana. We just can keep going and going and going. Also makes the looting easier. I have to wonder, can I pickpocket the bandanas off of them. That would be evil, but at the same time absolutely hilarious. Man, we're not going to finish that quest anytime soon. Alright, let's see. Can we pickpocket? No. The guys are in combat, we cannot indeed pickpocket. And that's okay. Elsewise, I'm sure someone would continuously do it. Alright, we got like what? Level 17 hammer. That is incredibly bad. Like I said, the loot here is hilarious. I'm just disenchanting whatever I can. Well, again, no bandana, and that's where the problems are starting to manifest. Although we have the most bandanas, we're still not going to finish the quest. Let's see, can I pickpocket? Yeah, that is 70 copper. Not very well done, Mr. Syken. Most certainly not the bandana that you were looking for. Fine, sir. And we're getting more enemies. Okay, cool. Listen. Take this rough copper bomb and shove it up your throat. Wow, the guy took 4 hours to level from 26 to 27. That's a lot of time. Little break in between. Eat a copper bomb. Yeah, with AoE damage, the mages of course are going to shine. I'm just here for the cleanup. and for slowing down the enemies. Again, no bandanas. We're stuck, hard stuck at 3 bandanas. This is not going to go well. Lucky at the beginning, not so lucky at the later parts. No running here, my friends. Yeah, well, Boykas has caught up. Also 3 bandanas. But we're not going to finish it, and I'm most certainly not going to run a second time. Dexter Ward, the boss of this establishment. Nice. Freedom of movement into a fear instead of dispelling the fear. Good. Dexter, my boy, did have a bandana. So we are at 4. And we got the second head. As you can see. One is a normal kill quest. Let's see. Cut of Blood is the only thing that I think we're not going to finish. Got another head, Basil. Quell of Uprising we're going to finish because we're just killing everything here. And we already killed 2 of the named enemies. Now it's 1 more wing. That's not a very smart position to fight, my dude. But okay. Take this copper bomb. Yeah, we're still topping the charts in terms of bandanas, but yeah, nowhere near as much as we would need in order to finish it. If we get all of the bandanas from this point onwards, which we're not getting, it might be barely enough, but I guess it's still okay. We're getting 4 other quests done. The XP is somewhat decent, and we're getting the further dungeon done. So that's good. take this massive copper bomb and remember it. Damn, one of the mages overtook us and now has more bandanas than we do. That is unfortunate, man. Okay. Another copper bomb. And unfortunately for us, no more bandana drops. I think we have passed the point where it's possible to complete the quest. We will get 4 though. The Head of Basil thread is 1. And the kill quest. We just need the convicts. I wonder, Hemlock? Need to double check if this guy is part of a quest. Alright, 5 out of 10 bandanas. Good. So Hemlock. Hemhawk, okay. Well, it drops a lot of stuff that you don't want, and that's pretty much it. I think that's an actual rare enemy. Couple of casts, and that's about it. Well, he is 2,500 XP worth, so I'm not complaining. That was actually quite good. I guess you have to see it as a as an extra experience source. All right, 2 more rooms, then the boss of this wing, and then we're done. Likely going to level with all of the stuff here. 6 bandanas, can't believe it. We've almost made it actually. Alright, let's go. That's the one downside with 2 palace, 2 mages. The actual pulls are fast, but in between... My dude, this room here. Alright, apparently wants to do the boss first. Be my guest. Basil hits the floor, another 2,400 experience. I think the boss experience is actually not too bad. Every boss, XP wise, is worth another quest. Yeah, and although we are not able to do the bandana quest fully, rest is okay. Well, not too bad. Solid run, like the mage is saying. We are pretty much done here. Which leaves us... Oh, we need to kill 2 more convicts. They must be somewhere. Strange. Never had the situation that you wouldn't be able to even do the kill quest in one go. Anyways, fast forward to trade-ins. So I checked all of the other rooms. There were indeed no further spawns, and I think it's not going to respawn anytime soon. Plus, soloing it would be stretching it a little bit much. I will just leave it as is. We got 6 bandanas, which means another run will likely yield us a full set of bandanas plus the kills, so there's a decent incentive to kind of rerun it if we manage to find a group, that is. I'm not 100% sure. If it happens, it happens. If not, it's not going to be the end of the world. So that's how I see it. We got ourselves a fair chunk of experience out of that dungeon. And I think that's good. That's all we can ask for. I'll be trading in a few more quests. Give me a sec. Alright, so we're coming to an end of today's journey. Got myself all of the necessary quests on the way. We're ending it in style here in Duskwood. On the way from Redshire to Duskwood, we had the Legend of Stalvin. Pretty long quest line actually, with a lot of talking that needs to be done.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Safe travels.
What can I do for you? Safe travel.
But if you go through all of it, it's actually starting to be worth it.
Can I help you? Farewell. See you around.
We're still not done. Holy smokes. Good. Got a pair of really nice boots there. And we're already 10% into the next level. Which is, I think, where we're going to call it. There is still a lot that needs to be done here in Duskwood on the cemetery. I'll leave the Worgen for now, so that's fine. Augur Monocle, we could even do that. We got the missing diplomats quest line here. Shadow Figure here, as well as a couple of plague spreaders that we need to kill. And more to deliver. So there are quite a few quests around level 30-ish, which is definitely within our reach. And we're just going to do all of them. Anyways, that's going to happen next time. Thanks a lot for watching and see you all. Bye bye.